Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That first good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
The Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
19. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy will try and do this himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
J.J. McCarthy sacked. Jacob Parrish on the tackle. And it's fourth down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Phillips. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
From the gun on third down, Phillips. Over the middle, that's caught by the cloud. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
Fourth down.
To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Now Phillips, off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Phillips. Over the middle, complete. It's Fernandez. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Phillips. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Phillips. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run, and I love what they're doing. Plugging up everything inside, hard to make way, and then they can run to the perimeter and shut you down that way as well.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Vikings, first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point up and through. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Vikings 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Phillips. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's
A gain there of 21 yards.
Complete to Emeka Abuka. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready up!
They'll run on 1st down. McLeod. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his receiver. That's Abuka. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, McLeod. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19, go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just a rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Phillips now, throwing to start the drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Abuka from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
final score, Buccaneers 28, Vikings 10.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalton Kincaid in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Phillips. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 33. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Phillips. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 17.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. McLeod. Down to the 41.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Phillips. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from going up by 30. McLaughlin for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, this just seemed to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, They are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Vikings 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by baiting the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
On the set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. 60 in. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least get one score back.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 3. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Chase McLaughlin
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
That's a quick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Buccaneers 68, Vikings 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the a hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before they close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And here he'll get it down to 7. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll try again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
Touchdown!
Dalton Kincaid.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Will Riker is lining up for the
And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And down to the 41.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 14. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Phillips.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fernandez. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Up the middle they go. McLeod. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Phillips from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta